Cave with another in my Xbox One controller collection videos. This controller we're going to talk about today is the Xbox One Cyberpunk 2077 controller. It's interesting in the fact that since the release of Cyberpunk 2077 was pushed, the controller probably didn't get as much exposure, shall we say, as it might have if it would have, the timing would have been a little bit better. There was also a console, an Xbox X released, One X, that was also cyberpunk themed to go with the controller. The controller itself, I would suggest, is probably one of the most interesting designs that Microsoft's ever done. I would also suggest that it's probably one of the last that we're going to see, because Microsoft's emphasis now obviously is on the new controller style that comes with the Series S and the Series X. Those have the new middle share button and the new shaped D-pad, but so far we've seen very little other than one camo and one some special colors and things, but nothing really out of this orbit. But let's get back to the Cyberpunk 2077 controller. There's a lot of things that make this controller very, very unique. And if it turns out this is one of the last special editions from Microsoft, they're going to go out on a very high note here. This controller does have etchings in the shell for both on the silver side with some lettering, and then some scratching here that has been actually etched into the shell to give it a feel, plus this no future etched into it right here. You can actually feel the etching, and I think that's kind of cool too. You notice that the two different silver and black sides, the thumbstick here is black with a black top, but over here we have a red thumbstick with a silver top. The two colored thumbsticks with different top colors and different thumbstick colors is something that Microsoft's been experimenting for some time now, but this is an interesting use of that. The bumper and the trigger are red, while the bumper and the trigger on the other side are black. The bottom of the controller features grips on the inside. Also, too, one of the other more interesting things is that there is artwork on the battery door, and below here, identifying it as the Cyberpunk 2077 Special Edition and the Cyberpunk logo on the battery door. That is a little bit unique. We haven't seen that very many times over the years, mostly on the Gears of War controllers, and then occasionally on, I think maybe the Sea of Thieves controller had that on the had a thing on the battery door. Unfortunately, the Sea of Thieves controller is one of the most collectible controllers out there from this generation, and you could expect to pay big money if you want to have one of those in your collection. At any rate, this controller is probably fast becoming one of my favorites. It's really cool. It's really, really nice, and I see this controller doing nothing but continuing to increase in value, as unique as it is. At any rate, Marbs signing off for this time. Check out the next controller collection video, and we'll talk about something else new. Join me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Come hang out. We can talk. You can let me know what your favorite controller is. Love to talk controllers all the time. Thanks. This is Marbs, and we'll see you next time.